Howdy, everyone. This is Cam. I have been learning about mathematics um, here in C++. Not my strong suit. Um, I wanted to start uh, college with computer science, and the mathematics took me out of it. So, um, this is pretty simple, though. I get it. Uh, you can take an integer. We'll do x equals 10. Integer y equals 3 or whatever number. Make sure I put a semicolon. And then I can take integer z, which will equal x, let's say plus y, print out z, and that will add them together to make 13. Perfect. Awesome. Then there is multiplication, there is subtraction, there's division, which will give you a whole number if you bring it out, which will be 3. But as you may know, it will be it will actually be a decimal number, um, which we can change that typing out double, but only putting double here will not get you there. I can't really explain beyond that, but I do know that you have to put double. I would assume the bigger number that you're dividing by to get the decimal output of dividing, which is very handy. I'm going to reset this now, and I think another thing that I have learned, get rid of this, is if I wanted to um, I guess add onto into the first integer like x. I don't need it to be an integer. I can put x equals x times 5. And then if I run this, should be 50. I don't have a z variable, so that wouldn't work. So it should be 50. You can do that with division, bringing it to be 2. You can do that with subtraction, bringing it to be 5. Uh, adding it to be 15, and so forth. Um, you could incremental it or bring it up in increments to be +1, bring it to be 11. And I've learned that for doing a increment and a what I think it's called like a decrement, maybe you could simply just put x plus plus, and it'll do the same thing. It's a lot more concise and easier to follow. Um, you see x minus minus, it does the same thing but opposite, decreases it, and that is you can have it as both a suffix and a prefix, which is pretty cool. So let's see, what I could do is make integer, um go here, make a y equals x plus plus. It took me a little bit to really grasp what the hell is going on here, but I need to format my brain to think of this all as a sequence. X here is equaling 10, and y is equaling x. But I think before that, x is going up by 1. So if I were to print x, because this exists, x is going to come out as 11, I believe. Okay, yes. If I print y, it comes out as 10? Yeah, okay. But if I make it into a prefix and I post x, I think x still comes out as 11. And then y also comes out as 11. Awesome. I've gotten that down. Go to another line and we'll do an integer z. Add that as the x, but preface it up here, make it a suffix. Um, and I print x, x will come out as 12. Yes, that is because this is incrementing it by 1 as well as this is. However, if I do y, will that bring it up to be 12 as well? That's going to be 10. Why would it be 10? It's tricky for me. Y equals x, which is 10. Okay, so is it because y is being read as 10 here, and this doesn't affect y at all? And z, I think, will also be 12 because it's being read through everything else. Okay. So y, and then if I get rid of this, z becomes 11. And then x becomes, does it stay 10? No, it goes 11 as well because it's a preface. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's very tricky. And I'm not really sure how to apply this to anything. But I think it's good to know. Awesome. Okay.